Get ready with me as I talk about my experience getting bullied in a US college some 10, 12, 13 years ago. So the reason I want to talk about this today was because the girl that bullied me, her mom added me or followed me on Instagram, which I don't even know how she found my account. We don't have any mutual friends. I don't even think she is on Instagram. And I recognize that name because it's a very special and unique last name that you don't see a lot. And I scrolled down and instantly I saw her daughter's pictures. I'm using NARS foundation, by the way. This is how much I use. When I moved to the States, I was about 17, 18, going to a college in Seattle. I had to live in a dorm because I didn't know anyone here. And the thing with having roommates or living in a dorm on campus is that it's almost never good. For me, at least. So there was 3 of us. One of my roommates is Korean. She's chill. And the other one is the one that bullied me. And she's from Russia. And I'm saying this not to be racist or anything, but this is important context. The 3 of us were about the same age. We're just starting our life in America. Initially, I thought we were going to have a great time. But soon after, this Russian girl started bringing her friends and later her boyfriend over. And they would stay until 1 or 2 a.m. And in the beginning, I didn't say anything because I get it. You're excited, you're trying to bond with your friends, or trying to make new friends, or trying to get a boyfriend. So I just let it slide. But as soon as the semester started, obviously, you have to get your beauty sleep, right? Because I had early classes, and I guess she didn't have classes usually until like noon or afternoon, so she didn't care. She kept bringing friends over, and they would stay and talked the whole time and played loud music the whole time. Bear in mind, there's no rooms. The 3 of us just slept in the living room together, and there's no partition or anything, so I could hear everything, I can see everything. So after a while, I just briefly mentioned it to her. Hey, by the way, could you lower your voice down? And initially she was like, okay. But I would soon find out that it was all lip service because not even a day later, she started bringing even more friends over. And at this point, it's like she stopped pretending she was lowering her voice down. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell the resident, RA, anything. I didn't snitch. I simply put a note on the door. I was like, hey, this is really getting to me. I cannot focus during class. I'm literally sleep deprived, and this is my first quarter at school. This is my first year in the US. I really care about my studies, and I cannot do anything if I'm not sufficiently rested. Her friend and her saw that note, and one of the boys that she hung out with wrote a Russian curse word on my note, on my little post-it note, which, by the way, wasn't even mean. I wasn't swearing in the note. I was just like, please lower your voice down. I'm trying to rest, or us roommates are trying to rest. Which, by the way, I looked like the lame guy because my other roommate, my Korean roommate, was never there. She was always hanging out late or sleeping over at her boyfriend's place. So I looked like the asshole because I was the only one voicing my concern. Meanwhile, she's nowhere to be found. This will come up later. But anyway, the same day, the friend came over and they were chatting, and I kept hearing the word suka, suka. And I had an intuition it was a bad word because they said it with such gumption. So I looked up the word written on the post-it notes, and I did a voice translation. I found out that suka means bitch in Russian, and I lost it. And this whole time, I did not confront her. Every time I bring up the issue, I remain calm, polite. I try to give her the benefit of doubt, but I also get it. She was 19, and her friends, a lot of them boys, were backing her up. They were super into clubbing. So I look like the Debbie Downer trying to stop them from living their best life in the US, right? So that's not even the worst part. You can explain this as me being difficult or being a semi-Karen, whatever. The worst part was in that same quarter, I had a music class, and to get some extra credit, you could perform. Well, for my performance, I decided to play some piano music. I had to go to the campus and practice during the day, and when I come home, sometimes I would practice it on the table, air piano, right? And this girl, I'm still shaking thinking about it. This girl saw me practicing the piano and recorded me because it looked ridiculous. I'll give her that. It looked ridiculous. If I didn't play the piano and I was doing that, it looks ridiculous. But she recorded that video and posted it on her Facebook, which I'm not on. Like, we're not Facebook friends. Still not Facebook friends to this day. Never was Facebook friends. Which baffles me even more because how did her mom find me? She posted my air piano video on Facebook and my other roommate saw it and she's the one that told me. And at this point, I'm just like, I have 1 more month left. I'm just gonna not say anything and let this pass, but I'm gonna put her in her place in a nice way. So at the end of the quarter, we were doing a jazz ensemble class and I played the piano. So as she was moving out, I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm performing in this jazz ensemble class. You're welcome to come. I play the piano. Just to let her know, like, I play the piano. Okay? I do play the piano. You're not the only one that plays the piano. Like, I later found out that she was so pressed about it. She was so pressed about this innocent girl practicing air piano because she plays the piano amateurly. And I looked it up. Like, my other roommate showed me her YouTube channel and she was like playing piano. So I get it. Like, you're trying to exert your dominance over this one hobby as if you're the only one that can play the piano. I get it. But I was trying to be the bigger guy, let it go. And she kind of let out an uncomfortable laugh as if she knew that I knew. That's another story. The one story that pisses me off the most was when she decided to go behind my back and told on me because the room that we were living in was dirty. But that dirt, that grime is not from me because I'm always cleaning. It's when my Korean roommate comes home from her multiple day stay at her boyfriend's place. She would occasionally make a mess, but because my Russian roommate had a bone to pick with me, she reported me when she's seen me clean, and I've told her, hey, if you need me to clean, I will do that. But I can only do so much. I can only clean my fair share of the mess in the kitchen, in the common living area. She reported me to the official leasing office, I guess. And I just felt so defeated. I was like, you recorded me without my consent. You made fun of me in public. You did not let me sleep. My very first time in the US, you made my life a living hell, and now you become a hypocrite, and you turned on me. And I told all of this to my leasing manager at the time, who was like a student counselor, like a full-grown adult. And she was kind of commiserating with me. She was empathizing with me, but I decided not to pursue any legal action because what good will come out of this? I mean, from an outsider's point of view, I did not get bullied in a capital B sense of a word. Maybe like a lowercase b. And I tried to give her the benefit of doubt because she was 18, 19, so I wasn't physically abused. So I tried to let it go. But now that her mom is following me, and she's saying all these nice things about her daughter being kind, being nice, I'm just like, I'm triggered all over again. And I never really talked about it in public because I feel like subconsciously I suppressed it. In the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst case of bullying, and I don't even think it can be counted as bullying. I mean, aside from the fact that she recorded me and posted me and made fun of me in public, what do you guys think? It's hard to tell now that her mom followed me. And by the way, her mom is not pretty. Like, that lady, I'm sorry. You did not do a good job raising your teenage daughter. I hope she's changed for the better now. But prior to the age of 18, 19, you did not do a good job. But the person I hate the most is myself. Because I chose convenience over self-respect. I chose being a peacemaker, being diplomatic over sending the right message. Because what if they run into another scrawny little teenage Asian girl who's a goody two-shoe and they decided to do the same thing over? I could have sent the right message and stopped that, but I didn't. And now 12, 13 years later, still have this bitter taste in my mouth. I'm not usually the one to be triggered by anything. Like, my past relationships with my exes, I'm over them. But somehow this girl that bullied me 12, 13 years ago, I'm still not over it. I would have put her in her place now, knowing what I know. And she's ugly now. She's ugly. Her mom is lame. Her mom is following the girl that her daughter bullied. All of that is lame. So that's the important lesson right there. I guess we'll do another get ready with me another day because I have to tend to my work messages and I cannot talk while doing my makeup. So